Well, welcome everyone to another Xango Super Saturday, and today we are excited to be able to talk about the Xango opportunity with the 2-Minute Miracle Gel with our very special guest, Shelly Maguire. So I want to thank you all for your time. We know how important time is, and you know, one thing that we're so excited about with this 2-Minute Miracle Gel is that now we can do a lot more with a lot less time and get a lot more results, so that's pretty exciting. You know, I want to give you a little historical look at Xango before we get into our new opportunity with the XUSS 2-Minute Miracle Gel. Xango is a company that started in 2002 offering products and opportunities worldwide for all generations. We have some amazing products that all started with our amazing Xango juice back in 2002, and since then we have expanded into many different product lines, some appealing to baby boomers, some appealing to our millennials, some appealing to people who want to do well by doing good through our Xango Goodness Meal Pack program. But it all started in 2002 with the Xango juice. Now, the Xango juice was the whole fruit puree beverage. It's a functional beverage made out of the mangosteen fruit. And in this mangosteen rind, there's this pericarp, which has all these powerful xanthone molecules that have been proven to have more health benefits than any other single botanical ever discovered. So I remember when I heard the story, I thought, oh my gosh, if this product works, we're going to make millions. Folks, many people did. Over 100 Xango distributors earned more than $1 million in the first 10 years with Xango alone. And, of course, that number just grows and grows and grows every single year. And by the 5th year, Xango juice became a billion-dollar brand. Now, that's faster than many billion-dollar companies today like Starbucks and Dell and Apple and Nike and Walmart and Microsoft and so many others that do billions annually today. Xango juice became a billion-dollar brand, selling $1 billion in sales in 5 years, which was faster than any of those. So I want you to know that Xango set some amazing records along the way as a result of this powerful product with this powerful fruit. Xango is actually the fastest company to reach $100 million a year in annual sales, as well as the fastest to $250 million. And, of course, our goal is to be the fastest to $1 billion. Now, the current record holder did it in 18 years, so we are 14 years in, and along the way, we discover something amazing. We discover Shelly Maguire and the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, who also brought this product, her product, to market in 2002. And I want to talk about some similarities between the two. Both products were developed in 2002. And both products today are still top-selling products that people still want, that people still use. We've got millions of customers worldwide looking for these products. And now they are also both with not only the mangosteen fruit, but also exclusively with Xango. Now, I want you to think for just a moment on what it would have been like if you would have gotten in on the ground floor of Google or GoPro or Apple, or the Xango juice. And today you have the opportunity to get in the ground floor of a new product because it's new. It's new and improved because this is now the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, clean, green, and with mangosteen, and exclusively with Xango. So to tell us about this amazing product, I want to introduce you to Shelly Maguire. Now, Shelly is a skincare developer, and I know she's developed many different skincare products for how many, 50 products in the last 12 years, but this obviously is the best. I'll let you tell everybody why. But Shelly is an author. She's a radio show host. She is a member of the Cosmetic Chemists Association. So Shelly, why don't you tell us a little bit about your story?
I would love to do that. And thank you for everyone that's on the phone with us. And, you know, this is exciting. And when you talk about that, Colli, I just think, imagine what you said. If you could be in business and be at the beginning of something that is so exciting and is so revolutionary, and to have a product just like Xango juice that we've been in business 14 years, and to still have something that has really been our career. I'm so excited to share this with you, and I think part of the reason why I want to talk about my history is so that you understand why this was important to me and why I got into beauty and skincare and why I want to help serve and change other people's lives. So I was born, and at the age of 12, I was very sick when I was young, always throughout my young toddler years, and I had pneumonia all the time. And at the age of 12, I was officially diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, which is a progressive lung disease. And at that time, I was given a life expectancy of 18 years. And I'm sure if you can imagine at the age of 12 to be told that you may have 6 more years to live, maybe with some luck, you'll live into your 20s. And at that point, and I'm really glad, I'm a stubborn person. And at that point, I thought there is absolutely no way that I am going to live with this kind of death sentence. So around the age of mid-20s, I realized that I had outlived what they had projected for me, and I had a real desire to get into an industry where I could get into health and wellness, and it was really self-motivated. I had really had a lot of medications. I was overweight at the time, and just all of the different things that I was going through took a toll on me emotionally and the way I felt about myself and also my skin. So I got into the salon and spa business because I wanted to learn how to be a better me. And in 1993, I bought a really small salon in my area. We used to call it the Blue Hair Martini Shop because all the women would come in, and on Fridays and Saturdays we were packed with 250 women coming in for roller sets and same color of purple hair dye. But it got me into this business, and as you can see, I eventually expanded over the course of 10 years, 3 very large locations, over 100, I think I ended up with 120 employees, and a very large spa business, and by spa meaning massage and facials. And the one thing that became abundantly clear to me, and I'm sure maybe many of you on this phone can relate, is skincare. I saw my customers, they were confused, it was complicated, and many of them got frustrated because they would use products and never see the results. And I really set out, I thought there's got to be a better way to make a difference. Oh, I'm sorry, Colli, get the next slide. So what I did was I developed, and I went out and started searching for ingredients that could really make a difference and that were clinically proven. And I wanted something that was really progressive but not aggressive because I wanted this to fit all different skin types. And what we developed was, at the time it was called Gel Mask. Now it's been named since then, but it was 7 products in one, and it really could perform the same type of miracles that we would do for $60 in a 1-hour facial. And by that I mean our customers would come in and they would lay there for an hour at the time in our salon, and we would cleanse and we would tone and we'd exfoliate and we would hydrate and we would brighten and we would do all these things to the skin, and 1 hour and $60 later they left and they looked amazing. But I wanted to be able to recreate this, and that's what we were able to achieve by developing the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. And at the time it was called Gel Mask, and one of our customers said, "Oh my gosh, this is a miracle. My skin just changed in 2 minutes." And that became our new name, the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. And what makes it so unique is that, first of all, it is an aloe vera base, so it's gentle. There's no grains or abrasives or acids. But why people get excited about it is because you can visibly see a transformation of your skin in 2 minutes right in front of your eyes. Now, what I love is that this works 100% of the time on 100% of the people you put it on or that use it. And that's a really big statement, but it interacts with dead skin. And any person walking around sheds about 30 to 40,000 dead skin cells per hour, face and body, meaning we all have dead skin. It's simple to use. It's 7 products in one, which we're going to talk about later, so I can go through those. Best of all, it's multitasking. It saves time and it saves money. Now, over the years, we have sold through, and what I really love is, we started grassroots. We started in my salon and spas, but then we eventually went to doing home parties of everyone we knew. I don't care if my mom, my sister, my aunts, my neighbors, we had to get this into people's hands. And then we started doing trade shows and bridal fairs and beauty expos and RV shows and bowling alley shows. Anywhere we could find people with faces and hands, we were there because we knew we could show them something they've never seen before. And very blessed, we've made a full career out of this. Over 14 years, my wonderful business partner and husband, Frankie Tedesco, we've sold millions of jars. And we've done it through live shopping channel in the U.S. on HSN. We've sold throughout the world on infomercials with Guthrie Ranker, which maybe many of you know is a celebrity-driven company. So people like Cindy Crawford and all the big stars do the Proactive and all the different products. Guthrie Ranker partnered with us, and my co-host was Carrie Ann Naba from Dancing with the Stars, who fell in love with our gel because of the way it worked and how gentle it was. And we have had an amazing career for 9 years on television. And what was so interesting, and the reason why I love this product, is even through a television and even through infomercials, people could experience what this did for them. They could see the difference. They could feel what we were imagining. They could see the texture. They could see how it was transforming skin. And if you have a product that through a medium like a television can transfer results, then you know you've got a gem that you can share with somebody easily, one-on-one. Now we talk about this being 7-in-1 multitasking. So we're replacing 7 current products. So I love the value proposition of this. So it's a cleanser, but without sulfate, so it doesn't strip the good oils. It tones the skin instead of using a toner, meaning it brings it back to the correct pH balance so that normal skin thrives in a normal balance. So if you're oily, you'll see your skin go back to normal eventually. If you're dry, you'll see your skin go back to normal. It exfoliates. This is the very unique part of this, but without any harsh abrasives. We don't have any acids. We don't have any microbeads, which are known because they can be very harsh or make little micro tears on the skin. We don't have that, and you'll see that and you'll feel that when you experience that. It's a gentle formula that gently removes the dead skin. It brightens the skin instantly, which you can see as soon as you remove it, because we take off the dull layer of just the outside layer of skin that should be removed. So it doesn't in any way harm healthy skin. It hydrates, leaving a soft texture, and by hydrating, meaning it's feeding your skin with what it needs to promote facial cell turnover and rejuvenation. It minimizes the look of pores by tightening them because we're cleaning out the debris. And then it primes the skin, which I love because it does 2 things. If you put on makeup afterwards, which a lot of people say they don't even want to use makeup anymore because your skin is so bright and so glowing, but when you do put your makeup on, it lasts longer because it's not on top of a layer of dead skin that in 1 hour from now will be flaking off. And it also helps your skin be prepared for all the other treatments that you might be using, whether it's a sunscreen or a serum or a moisturizer, because you're now not putting it on top of a layer of dead skin that the products can't penetrate. That makes a big difference in what kind of your results you'll get long term.
Shelly, that is so exciting, and I got to tell you, from a marketing standpoint, so I've been in marketing, network marketing now for 28 years, and when you've got a product that's as simple as this is got 2 minutes, I love this. Of course you do. Everybody has 2 minutes. So when I meet people on the street, I can actually say, do you got 2 minutes? Sure, and pull this product out and do a hand demo, which you're going to teach us how to do that when we get to the training part of this, but do a little hand demo, and in less than 2 minutes, there's a visible, noticeable difference. The one hand is bright, like you said, and it's plump, and it's healthy looking, and it's just feels so good and looks so good, and it's just like everybody wants it. I have done demos 3 times this week, and we've got some amazing products with Xango, but the others take some time. You can't just sit there, meet somebody, grab a hand, and in less than 2 minutes have a customer. I mean, you sometimes, but not like, wow, I have to have that, and that's what's so exciting. So what I love is this product, and you're going to explain this more, but we put it on, and in less than 2 minutes, all the dead skin and the dirt and everything comes off, and your skin just looks absolutely amazing. And the results, I'm just going to show a couple of before and afters from some people who have experienced this. And every single one of these pictures, as you look at these before and after, the afters are so dramatically noticeable. And, of course, everyone wants this product once they've had a chance to experience it. So I love that you spend less. I just took a friend of mine down to Xango Corporate for a tour this week, and we've been friends for years, and she uses all the Xango products. She loves the Xango products, but never saw herself as doing the business. But she spends a lot of money on very high-end skincare and treatments, and she was just like, oh my gosh. She was explaining to even one of the founders how I don't need a primer now. I don't need like all these different things. That she says that this is going to save her $300 a month, not to mention the amount of time in using all these products. So there's all these brands and all these products out there that do all these things, but now you just replace 7 with 1. So we're going to spend less. And of course, be prosperous if you don't just use the product, but if you share the products with others, because the skincare industry in the U.S. alone is over $80 billion. And 9 out of the top companies in our industry have a skincare product as the primary product. And we're going to share it. That's it. Use it, share it, and you're going to be able to not only enjoy amazing tax benefits from owning your own home-based business, but also the financial rewards as well. So I want to take just a moment and kind of overview this Xango compensation plan. We have a worldwide compensation plan. People all over the world can purchase products in their own currency, but they can share them with any customer or any distributor anywhere in the world where Xango's doing business. And everybody buys in their own currency in their own country. And then our global compensation plan just converts all that automatically. You don't have to do anything, and you get paid in your own currency. Now, there's a lot of companies you have to reach a position before you can sponsor somebody internationally, or you have to do different qualifications to receive income. I know a friend of mine is in 14 different countries in their company, and they have to do personal volume in 14 different countries in order to receive the income in 14. It's not like that. With Xango, it is free to sign up. From the moment that you sign up, you're able to sponsor a customer or a distributor anywhere in the world that Xango's doing business and receive compensation. So a brand new distributor, signing up today, there are 7 different ways that you can earn money. One of those ways is when a brand new distributor purchases their very first product order, you can receive a 25% bonus on that order and 15% on your distributors. And on all of your customers, you can earn 15% on all of your customer orders every time they place an order. And you can earn on distributors and customers down through 9 levels of referrals. You can also participate in worldwide global bonus pools. So we have compensation planning training that will teach you all that. But one of the parts of our compensation is we can earn a trip. The next trip, we call it Xango Paradise. And the next trip to Xango Paradise is going to take place in the summer of 2017. And we actually don't know where that one's going to be. But the last one was in Cancun on the Riviera. It was amazing. But all you have to do is generate 5,000 in volume and promote to 5K or above. And when you get the compensation plan, you'll understand what that means to earn your spot on that trip. But let me just explain how this works. You decide to become a customer or a distributor. Customers can refer other customers, but distributors can earn income. So as a distributor, you can refer other customers and distributors, and you can start to receive, it's like royalty income. Royalty income is like when you do something once and you continue to get paid. When you write a book once, every time the book sells, you get paid. If you write a song and every time the song plays, you get paid. Well, with Xango, every time you share the Xango opportunity or products with a customer or a distributor, every time they purchase the product for the rest of their lives, you'll get paid. So this is very exciting. And all you have to do is develop 3 teams of people who use and share products with others. And if they use and share the product and the opportunity, your business will go 10 times faster and you'll get those results. So how do you create this royalty income? It's kind of like compound interest. Albert Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world, and he who earns it or understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. What we're doing is we want to leverage ourselves by building this team of customers and distributors who all use and share the Xango products and the opportunity with others. And as you do that, as you refer people, that's your first level. And when they refer people, their first level is your second level. And so on. And Xango will pay you down through 9 levels of referrals, so you can start to make some pretty good money as you continue to use and share the Xango products and the opportunity with others. And you know, we're pretty excited about the numbers that we have. I mentioned over 100 people in the first 10 years alone. It's over 140 families now that have earned more than $1 million in commissions in their Xango career. Now that's big numbers, but you know what? There are 170,000 people that have earned checks of $1,000 a month or more. 250,000 people that have earned checks of $500 a month or more. So the point is, if you continue to use and share the Xango products and the opportunity with others, you can leverage yourself to whatever level of success that you dream, your goals, your dreams. Where do you want to go? And so for many people, $500 or $1,000 a month can be life-changing. I remember when I started in the business, I was a single mom. I was in law enforcement, working 24/7 shifts. All I wanted, at first, all I wanted was to make enough money where I could live in a better neighborhood, because public schools are paid for by property taxes, and the home I was living in was a $49,000 home. And the property taxes were not much, and the school my kids were going to was not where I wanted them to grow up in. It was okay for first, second, third grade, but I had a goal to get out of there and get into a nicer neighborhood that was safer and where the public schools were better. So I could have done that for $500 to $1,000 a month or more. I drove a car that was paid for, but it was a clunker. It was something I hoped every day would not break down, because I didn't have savings in the bank that would help me pay for an unexpected mechanical bill. How many people live like that? I think probably the majority of people live paycheck to paycheck. So we can start with that. But once I got there, my next goal was, I want to make enough money to replace my income as a police dispatcher so I could stay home and be a stay-at-home mom. So I went for that goal. And as I continued to be committed to using and sharing life-changing products and an opportunity to be financially independent, to be a stay-at-home mom, or to be or to accomplish whatever you wanted to accomplish in your life, then I went on from there, and I reached some levels I never expected in my lifetime. Now, one of the things I did was I invested in myself. So not just me, in my business, but in me. I started to go through personal development, which I continue to do today. I continue to read books. I continue to expand my mind. I continue to surround myself with positive people that have the same kind of goals that I have in my mind. And I continue to grow, and I continue to help others do the same. Because the goal is not really about money. I mean, a lot of people think that it is money. It's not about money. It's about living life on your own terms, about living in the neighborhood you want to live in. It's about raising your children the way you want to raise. I remember when I first started out, one of my also early goals was, I was raised in lower middle class America, and family vacations when I was a kid was getting in the back of a station wagon and driving from coast to coast. We lived in Phoenix, Arizona. We'd go to Atlanta, Georgia, and visit one side of the family, and then to Florida to see the ocean, and then we'd go to Michigan and visit the other side of the family. And along the way, Mom and Dad would be trading driving, and there was a mattress in the back of the station wagon. We'd all take turns sleeping, and we couldn't even stop and stay in a hotel room. But I remember one year we went to Disneyland. It was a Magic Kingdom. It was the most amazing memory of my whole life to date still, or I should say prior to this industry. It was the most amazing experience or memory of my childhood. And so I wanted to take my kids to Disneyland. I was a single mom, living paycheck to paycheck. And for me to go from Phoenix, Arizona to California, and there's hotels and the price of the ticket and all that, it took me years to accomplish that goal. But since then, because of this industry, I've taken my kids all over the world. I've taken my children to Jamaica, to all the Hawaiian Islands. I've taken them to Thailand. I've taken them to Indonesia, to Bali, to Paris, to Venice, to places all over the world. My life would not be the same. I could have never experienced what I've experienced had it not been for this industry, because I have a high school education. I have no special talents or skills, but the one thing I had was a dream. And the other thing I had was the desire and the commitment to do whatever it took to help me accomplish that dream. And I wanted a big life for my children. That today I live life on my own terms. Now I'm part of the first generation of Xango $1 million earners, but you know what? It's time for you. With the Xango Eris 2-Minute Miracle Gel, we are ground floor with a new product that is going to do even bigger things than we've ever done before. And so it's just time for you to make that decision. Do you want to be part of Xango Generation Next? Because we've got everything in place for you, and all you have to do is pick up that torch and run. So I want to thank you for joining us here today and ask you to get back to the person who invited you to this presentation and find out how you can get started today. Now we are going to go into some training with Shelly Maguire, the formulator of the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, so that we can learn more about this amazing product and more about how we can share it with others, because we're definitely going to get some questions from people, and they're going to ask us, how do we do this and that, what's the ingredients, what's the science, what's the benefit, what's the this and that. For me, here's all I know. Rub it on your skin, and within 2 minutes, all your dead skin cells comes off, and all the dirt and the debris, and you look amazing. It's a miracle. As a marketer, that's all I need to know. But Shelly, why don't you take us through a little bit more about this amazing new product?
Absolutely, and what an amazing story you have, and just makes me all the more excited that what we have is really what you did, which was your commitment to show and share, and that is why this plays so well into what we're trying to do here, which is just to take something that we know that we can duplicate and show and share and create success for everyone on any level. All you have to have is a commitment. So I just love that story that you told. So back to the ingredients. I want to tell you that I'm going to share ingredient information with you. Please don't get hung up on all the technical terms and information. I will tell you over the years what people really end up usually caring about is, did it work and can they see it? And so that's where you're going to get most of your information, is by showing. But people want to know that we did the homework. So we have key ingredients that put together in this nice gentle aloe vera. We've got mangosteen polymeric extract, which if you are already with Xango, you understand the power of this amazing natural antioxidant. But what you've maybe not experienced is that we have partnered with Xango, where we are now using their mangosteen polymeric, which is a micronized version of the mangosteen. It is the highest level of xanthones, and what that means is smoother texture to your skin. It means better cell rejuvenation. It means brightness to your skin and the ability for your skin to fight the free radicals that lead to premature future aging. And this has been an amazing upgrade to our formula that no one has ever had before and that we've never had before. We also have a blue-green algae that comes from the Cascade Mountains out of the United States, known to be some of the most mineral-rich place on the planet. Helps with skin texture, helps with cellular regeneration. We have antarcticine, which is a natural glycoprotein that grows in the waters of the Antarctic glaciers. It is the only ingredient I've ever found, and why I've used it for 14 years, that is able to protect from moisture loss in cells. So not just replace it, but actually protect from moisture loss and help to optimize and lead to longer cell life, healthier cells. And then all of this wrapped up into aloe barbadensis. We use a flash-frozen, patented form of aloe vera. So this is something you can't go buy off the shelf. This means that the way this is processed is more nutrient-rich than right out of the aloe leaf. And I think all of us know through history that, if somebody gets a burn or a skin irritation, first thing somebody says is grab the aloe. Well, this takes it a step above that. So we've got these 4 wonderful ingredients that are our key ingredients, clinically proven to be able to change the way your skin looks and the way your skin feels. And it's not just only about instant rejuvenation, which you will experience, but clinical studies show that daily with continued use, which is why we want you to use this every day, you're going to see the benefits long term. That means better skin health. It means more moisture. It means higher collagen. It means better elastin, so better elasticity in your skin, firmer looking skin, smoother looking skin, brighter looking skin. Minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles because we're plumping up the skin. We're supporting it. It's like the foundation of a house. You need to have a strong foundation in order to support that house. Same thing with your skin. We're building a better foundation by being able to infuse ingredients that clinically proven to be able to change and cellular renew the look and feel of your skin. And, a lot of times you find a skincare product that is out there that is exciting and maybe it's fun to use, but it doesn't have the clinical data, and that's why we want to tell you about our ingredients, because when you're out there sharing this, you can be aware that you've got ingredients that are proven to be able to change skin. Now, what I think is as important as what is in the product is what's not in our gel. So no grains or abrasives or harsh chemicals that can abrade the skin, no artificial color, no artificial fragrance, and that means that sometimes people don't realize some of the reactions they get or the redness or the irritation is because of artificial color or fragrance. We don't have any. We don't have any clogging mineral oils. We don't have any parabens, no animal byproducts, no animal testing, no glycols. And that's the other thing that we are able to do with our partnership with Xango that I'm so proud of is along with upgrading our formula to a more powerful formula than we have ever had before, we've also now made it cleaner and greener by removing the glycol. So you've got a pure, wonderful, naturally oriented product that is still powerful. But yet it doesn't have any of the things that people don't want in their skincare. And you hear a lot of buzzwords. I mean, a lot of these things that you see on the screen, companies are going away for it, and we really are one of the leaders.
Awesome. There's a couple of slides here that I saw that are like, I don't understand them because I don't read science. But I wanted you to explain the next couple of things here about how this mangosteen extract is getting into the skin and also about the antioxidant protection.
Yeah, I think that's important, and I will tell you, you hear a lot about free radicals. At least I had before I got into skincare. And honestly, I always thought, wow, that's just kind of a marketing gimmick to get people to panic about their skin. But free radicals, when you really learn the science, are real. We are bombarded daily by the environment, by the pollution from cars when it mixes with the sun. All these things that bombard our skin and start attacking our cells and tearing them down. And what the mangosteen does is it is a micronizer. It's natural to our skin. It's able to actually go into the skin and start helping with cellular protection, meaning it can neutralize these free radicals. So when they hit the skin, it's like it reminds me of a Pac-Man. They're just kind of eaten up and they poof, go away, as opposed to them really degrading your cells. So this is an amazing and really credible ingredient and upgrade to this formula, because what we can say now is we're giving you something that can outperform antioxidants that through history. And if you go out, even people that aren't skincare enthusiasts, you talk about resveratrol and CoQ10 and ascorbic acid, vitamin C, green tea. People are like, oh, yeah, I've heard of those ingredients. I know they're great. Well, our mangosteen extract can actually outperform those well-known ingredients in antioxidant protection. So I think that's something to really be excited about and something to really promote, because those are buzzwords that you see on television, you see it in the magazines. Everyone is bombarded with that, and to know that we now have a polymeric extract from Xango that goes above and beyond those ingredients is really exciting, and has really made a change in our formula.
You know, it's really exciting, Shelly, because from 2002 to 2007, all we had was the Xango juice. We did not have the mangosteen in any other product. And so many times I used to, every single night, would take a cotton ball and put Xango juice on my face because I knew how important the mangosteen was, because the science was there. And this is what I was excited about. So in 2002, when I first looked at Xango juice, was just being brought to market. Nobody had ever brought the mangosteen to market before in a commercial functional beverage, but there was still science on the mangosteen, on the xanthone molecules that had been going on since the 1970s. I mean, there was just a small amount of research then. There's so much more now. But I remember reading it, and the skin, the benefits to the skin was one of the top things that these xanthone molecules help. So I put Xango juice, but sometimes my pillowcase would get stained, whatever. But it didn't matter because I wanted the best possible protection on my skin. And then they came out with a skincare line, and which I love and still use today. And it had the mangosteen in it. But this is a new technology. This is a way of extracting these xanthone molecules and absorbing into the skin unlike anything we've ever brought to market before. And of course, in a 7-in-1 simple and inexpensive product, I couldn't be more excited. And I know all of Xango Nation feels the same way. So we understand this mangosteen antioxidant protection, not necessarily the science, but we know how important mangosteen is to our skin. And those of you who are brand new looking at this for the first time, you have the benefit of 14 years of science and research and development and this new product to walk into something more amazing than we've ever walked into before. But let's talk about the demonstration.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And too, I was going to, mention that what I really like, we've had an incredible formula for 14 years, but we've never had this. And when we were adding it in, work with Beverly and all the great folks at Xango, we're like, let's test it at this level. Let's bump it up a little more. Let's bump it up a little more. And we got it to the highest level that we could put into our product. And my husband and I both, who have been putting this on our skin for 14 years, notice the difference of what this does with the very first application. So we're as excited as you are to be able to experience this.
Yes, mangosteen is amazing, and so is the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. What an amazing marriage. Let's talk about the demonstration, because obviously this is the most important thing that we all need.
Oh, I don't know if we lost our leader, but I'm going to go ahead and talk because I think we still might be recording. So what's important about the demonstration is that there's a little art to it, and once you get it and once you understand it, this is going to be so easy for you to demonstrate on everyone that you come in contact with. We're going to show you how to do it on a hand and how to do it on a face. But I like to walk through a few things that are key. One is applying a dollop the size of this says a quarter, but I actually like to do what I call a fat nickel to each cheek, the forehead, and the chin. Spread it out like you're icing a cake, so don't rub it all the way in. And I really like to encourage everyone to take it down to their neck and to their décolleté, because this is where you're going to also see a big change in the skin. The skin's very thin there. Now, here's the key part, the test rub. Wait approximately 30 to 45 seconds. And what you're going to do is a test rub, and that means taking a few fingers and going back in and rubbing to see if you start to feel the product going from a gel to a runny liquid. Now, this might take a couple times because this is going to interact with everyone's skin in a different manner. So what you need to do is do the test rub, and if it's starting to get runny, then you're going to start to continue to rub, and you're going to see the balls of dead skin coming to this surface, which is where everybody starts to get very excited, and they can see the difference. I'm thinking maybe that I dropped out here.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, and it's going to work differently. What's exciting about our gel is it really does interact differently with all different skin types. So whether you have dry skin, oily skin, you're going to notice that it's going to take anywhere maybe from 45 seconds to a minute. But after you start to rub it, and you'll see the dead skin and the product rolling up together. So it's the product sticking to itself, but picking up all the surface dead skin. And this is what you see. The slide there is amazing, and this is what happens to everyone and why people get so excited about this, because they can actually see their skin transforming. Now, while it was on the skin, it was actually infusing it with all of the key ingredients we talked about. So you're getting this amazing facial, but then what you want to do is gently rub and collect all of the dead skin. And then if you're at a sink, rinse it off with water. If you're at a house party, which we're going to talk about, then you can just use a washcloth and rinse it off. And what I love is look at the instant before and after. Now this is Cara. This is after one use instantly. And what you see is typical of what you see in everyone who tries it. More even tone, more even texture. You can see the fine lines up on her upper cheek and the pores look minimized. You can see the rosiness, the light reflecting off of her forehead and her nose. It's just bringing back a beautiful natural glow because you've removed that occlusive layer of dead skin. And this is the same way that you do whether you're doing it on the hands, whether you're doing it on men's elbows, between manicures, between pedicures, feet, knees. There's so many uses for the 2-Minute Miracle Gel that go beyond just an anti-aging facial product. Now, it's key to know that once you apply the product, if you go back and you rub, and I always talk about that, if you've rubbed it and it's not yet breaking down to a runny liquid, stop rubbing and wait about another 30 to 45 seconds. Then go back and test rub again. And that's what's going to show you when it's ready to actually start rolling up. Once again, this works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. So if it doesn't create where you can visually see the dead skin, then it means that we need to walk through. Maybe you didn't use enough gel. Or maybe you left it on your skin too long, like 1 to 2 minutes without test rubbing it, and then all of the hydrating ingredients went into the skin. You'll get a great facial, but you'll miss out on the exfoliation. So just rest assured that either way, this has to work. As I always say, it can't not work. 7 products in one, saving time and saving money, which is why everyone loves using this product. It's just amazing. And I will tell you, over the years, I'm just as amazed at the very first demonstration I did to thousands and thousands of facial demonstrations. 14 years later, I'm still as excited. And you can see the results like this. This is a gal instant, once again, one use. You know, you can see it's real obvious. I don't even need to point out. Change in the tone, the texture, the fine lines. It looks like her skin is lifted. It looks youthful because it's glowing, and it's soft, and it's resilient. And that's what young skin looks like. I mean, it just makes your skin look and feel amazing. This is Jason. He was actually the bellman at one of our hotels. And we were talking about skincare. We were there to do before and afters. We brought him into the room, once again, one use. And this is a man. He works outside. He's got rougher texture to his skin. But you can see diminished fine lines. The evenness of his color is more uniform. His skin looks softer. It looks firmer. To me, I look at this, I say, yeah, that could easily shave a 5 years or 10 years off the look of your skin instantly in one use. I mean, those are amazing. Now, what we have to our benefit is usually when you think about skincare, it's facial. This really goes way beyond just vanity and beauty. We have had some amazing testimonials, and these came from our customer, a wonderful gal named Leslie who sent this in. This was her son, she said, had dealt with eczema for years and years, tried everything. You can see how red and inflamed and angry his skin is in the before. The middle picture was 5 minutes after, so already smoother, softer, diminished redness. This is the next morning. Same legs, which is just mind-boggling that, and this is one application. Now, this doesn't heal, and we can't talk about healing skin conditions, but due to the combination of our aloe and our key ingredients, this is why we see these kind of results over and over on eczema and acne and infant's cradle cap. And just the list goes on and on of the benefits after laser hair removal, after waxing, before sunless tanning, removing the rough patches of skin. I mean, it's just endless. We've seen it for tattoos. renewing the look of the colors, making them more vibrant. So I really encourage you to really think outside the box. Don't just think about this as just a one-stop all beauty product. That's why this appeals to men and women evenly, and ages from infants who have skin conditions, like I said, a cradle cap, all the way up to somebody, you know, that's extremely mature skin, because it works on everyone.
Shelly, I am so excited for you to experience all the benefits with many of your own clients and friends with the mangosteen in it too, because the mangosteen also has had tremendous benefits with eczema, with acne, with all kinds of skin disorders. So when you take the long-term healing benefits of the mangosteen and put it into a short-term instant result product like the 2-Minute Miracle, whoa, baby. I'm so excited.
I know. It really is. I mean, it is exciting, and I find in the mornings, every time I'm 2-Minute Miracling now, I'm like, wow, that's just absolutely incredible. And you're right, and I think it just keeps getting better and better and better every day that you use this. And I do believe it's that key ingredient, the mangosteen, combined with now this amazing type of gentle but progressive gel that in 2 minutes can transform your skin. I know you're experiencing what I am, which is I can't wait for people to be able to use this and have fun using it and sharing it, because you see it working, and it works every day.
Absolutely. And now let's go back to the hand demo, because the demo is the most important thing we can learn. We meet people all the time. A lot of people aren't going to want to do a face demo in the middle of the day. They have their makeup on or whatever, but everyone will take a moment to hand you a hand. So let's talk about this hand demo. And these are actually Patricia de Guzman's hands. So she did it on the one hand, and you can totally see the difference between the left hand and the right hand. But walk us through how much we need to use and all of that for a hand demo.
I will, and I love this picture. You don't even have to say, well, which is the before and after. It's so apparent. And you're right. The hand demonstration is easy to do, because you can walk up to somebody. And honestly, if you're standing in line for a movie theater or waiting to get food or at a restaurant, and you say to somebody, have you got 2 minutes? I got to show you a product. You might have seen it on TV. You might be seeing it all over the Internet. But give me one hand, and I can show you how I can transform the skin. And you just walk through the same demonstration we did on the face. Apply it to dry skin. Put it on like you're icing a cake on your hand. You'll use about the size of a dime or a fat dime. Spread it out. Wait about 45 seconds to a minute. Do the test rub. And a little hint I always say is you'll find out that the outside edges, whether it's your hand or your face, usually are the ones that start to feel runny first. So do a test rub on the outside edge. Start to rub it. If it's starting to get really wet and runny, then it means it's ready. If not, stop rubbing. Wait about another 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Go back and rub again, and you'll start to see all of the dead skin and the product together, rolling up all of the debris and all the dirt and all of the dead skin on top of the hand. And then, if possible, if you can have a damp towel, I like to then wipe that off so that they can experience instantly the glow. Ask them to feel their hand. And every time you do a demo, whether it's the face or the hand, have somebody touch it. Have them tell you what they're experiencing, because you'll hear the same thing. Oh, my gosh, it's soft. It's smooth. It's plump. It's hydrated. I never felt anything like that before. And when you see results like you see on Patricia's hands, that product sells itself. And it's just that easy. If you're somewhere where you don't have a damp towel, you can use the moist towelettes. But my preference is always to use a damp towel if possible. And then just pat dry. You want to leave all of the mangosteen, the polymeric on the surface. You want those ingredients, so don't wipe it hard. Just pat dry, and then ask somebody to tell you what they see. And it will always be apparent.
Absolutely. I love what you said about the moist towelettes. They have chemicals in them. They don't have mangosteen. They're not pure green, clean mangosteen. So we don't want to use those if we can help it. So what I carry with me, I just bought disposable towels, and then I carry a water bottle. It doesn't take much to just dump some water on the thing just to wipe off the dead skin and stuff. But you're right. You want to leave the product on because it feels so good and so amazing. You're just trying to get the dead debris off. So that's really simple. We definitely don't need to put chemicals on our fresh, clean, green, and mangosteen skin after our 2-Minute Miracle gel treatment for sure. Let me take everybody through a couple sites, resources. betashop.xango.com. This is the new shopping cart. It's still in beta testing. That's why it's beta shop instead of shop. But both places, shop.xango.com and betashop.xango.com, have the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. But we are in pre-order, right? I mean, not pre-order now, but pre-marketing, pre-launch of this product. This product actually launches in Vista, and I'm going to tell you more about that in just a second. But right now, we as distributors can purchase a 6-pack of the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, and we can just go right into our back office, into our shopping cart, and we can order that. Now, for those of you who are brand new, who are not yet a Xango distributor or customer, you're going to ask the person who sent you to this video and ask them for their referral ID number, because if you are not a member of Xango, customer or distributor, you'll end up paying retail. We don't want you to pay retail because wholesale is so much better, and so you simply have to have a referral ID. So ask for that, and then you can register and become a member yourself and get your own ID number. For future ordering, you'll always be able to order under your own. But if you already have an ID number, you simply put that at the top of the upper right-hand corner of the page. Will say Member ID. Just click on that, put in your ID number, and then you can purchase any of the Xango products all at the wholesale pricing. So it is there, and we can purchase that right now. Now, the other thing is, if you'd like to share this with somebody else, is that you can put this into your own shopping cart, and then you'll see here is the retail price. So $2.99 is what they're going to pay if they don't put in they don't register, you don't put in a member ID. Once you put it in and it's applied, $239.70. So big difference. We want to pay wholesale. And then we can check out and pay for it, or you can click share and share the link to the shopping cart with the 2-Minute Miracle Gel in it. Do that and send it to anyone on your team, any of your current customers, distributors. Make sure they know and have the opportunity to get this product ahead of the actual official full launch, because in just a few weeks it's going to fully launch in Las Vegas, and we'll be able to get the product in individuals as well as samples. So we will have samples in Las Vegas. I've already seen them. They're exciting. They come in little single-use packages. It's good for a face or probably a couple of hands. Couple of the different resources for you to go to learn more about Xango and learn more about getting started in the business. Xango.com. When you go to Xango.com and click on events, you're going to find the Vista event, but I'm going to show you that separate. If you go to latest, you'll always see the blog and the latest posts, which there's posts about Shelly and about the 2-Minute Miracle, so there's more information there directly from the Xango that you can get. And XangoPowerOf3.com, this is where we're going to go and get our training. We're going to follow the 8 steps. First is its distributor kit is online. We have trainings on different products that you can go to, recordings of different events that have taken place, and of course our resources. So these are your 2 Xango resource sites. Now if I went to latest right now, I would see the couple of the latest posts were about Shelly, about the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. When you click on those, you're going to get even more information. Shelly has been doing pre-launch training, and those trainings are now available for you to watch. They've also been doing them live stream on Facebook, so you're going to want to go to facebook.com/XangoJuice and look for their live Facebook trainings, and you'll be able to watch anything that you have missed. Here's 2 sites. So if you're a member of Xango University, then you have a giftfromus.com marketing site, because they come free or complimentary to any Xango University member. So if you have one, you'll now notice that when you go, and I can show you this in a minute, it has been updated with all the new product images, but also with the Pix line, also with the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. So you'll simply be able to go to your giftfromus.com site, go to products, go to 2-Minute Miracle, and once you bring up that page, then you can share the page through any social media outlet. So I think Facebook, Twitter, and emails there. If you click the red plus, it brings up every other social media network there is, so that you can share that with others, and they can watch the video, and they can learn more about it. And the other thing is 2minutemiracle.com. If you go there, you'll see the same video, and then you can look at the ingredients, the FAQs, and if you click on members, it'll take you to the page where we have all of the 2-Minute Miracle resources, which is xuworldwide.com/2mm. Now, XU Worldwide is Xango University, is a membership, a paid membership site, but this page is free and open for everyone to use. So you can go there. Again, if you click on members from 2minutemiracle.com, it takes you to this page. And once you go to that page, we have all the training videos from Maximize Monday, from our Super Saturdays, from the Xango Vox calls, everything that anyone has done so far, every interview with Shelly, every training that's been done is there, as well as the Oscars video, which was exciting, where Shelly is actually doing hand demos on many of the stars. And, of course, that was with a previous branded product, but you still at least get to see how she actually does the hand demos. And there's other videos there as well where Shelly's actually doing the demonstration. So all of this, folks, is going to be fully launched in Las Vegas. You want to be at the Xango Vista. Now, I go to every event, always have, ever since 20-some years ago. My first 5 years in this industry, I was, again, I was part-time. I'm a single mom. I'm on a limited income. And I didn't go to events because I couldn't afford it. It wasn't just the price of the event, but it was also the fact that I had to get babysitters or else take my, they were little. I couldn't leave them alone. So I'd have to take somebody with me and my kids to stay in the hotel room, or I'd have to leave them for days at a time. It was just so hard. I just didn't think I could do it. So I didn't go to events until one year when I kind of got bullied, and I was actually upset about it at the time. It was this man. What does a man know about being a single mom? I was so mad at him. But he basically stood in front of a room and said, how many of you want to be a leader and make money? And I raised my hand. Yes, of course I'm going to. And then he said, how many of you are going to the event? And I put my hand down, and he said, well, if your hand's not up, you're never going to be a leader. And I was like, oh, like I was so mad. But so I got bullied into going, and somehow or another I figured it out. We all do. Whether it's whatever the reason is, whether it's money, whether it's whatever it is, you'll figure it out if you really want to, if you really want something bad enough. I figured it out, and I got to the event. Of course, my life's never been the same, and I have gone to every event since then. Now, for some of you who have full-time jobs and you've been to other events, maybe even just went to the last event, Vista event in June, let me just tell you this. This event's different because we are launching the next billion-dollar brand, and Shelly's going to be there. And she's going to show us how to demo, and she's going to spend time with us, and she's going to answer our questions, and she's going to help us, empower us to be the very best that we can be in this business and with this product. So to me, this event is hugely important. I mean, they're all important if you can get. I go to all of them. I wouldn't miss this one for anything because this is the launch of the 2-Minute Miracle Gel, and who better than Shelly? I would not miss the opportunity to spend time with her and have her personally help me and show me how to market, sell, demo this product. So, Shelly, can you just tell us a little bit about what you're going to be teaching and training and doing at the Vista Leadership Summit in Vegas?
Yes, and I'm so excited about this, too, for a chance for me to be able to, all of you who I see your names, and I've heard your names, and I see you throughout Facebook, and we communicate, so I'm so excited to be able to really work one-on-one, and there is something about being there and feeling it and seeing it that makes such a difference. And I will be talking about the products. We'll be doing education. We have something planned, I believe, for Friday that is going to be really fun, that is going to be something that is ending up going to be an integral part of your business. And I can't really talk about what we're going to do, but we will be demonstrating something, a way that you can show, share, and sell. And it's just going to be a great time. I know we have a dinner planned, and there's still tickets left for the VIP dinner Thursday night, so that'll be a little bit more intimate and a chance to all be together. So I hope everyone can attend, and we can spend some time as a group and also one-on-one and make that connection. And I'll be able to share some valuable tips that over the last 15 years or 14 years, going on 15, that have helped make us successful. And I know that I can show you how to duplicate exactly what we've done so that you can be successful with the 2-Minute Miracle Gel by Xango as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shelly. Now let me just show everybody live. This is 2minutemiracle.com. Folks, I made this completely generic. There's no contact info, anything. It's just a place for you to share until you get your own replicate website. We know that they're being worked on right now, so you will have your own site that leads back to you as a Xango distributor. But for now, we simply have this, and all the PDFs available from Xango on the product are just put on a web page here so that you can share all the ingredients and what they are and what they do and all the FAQs. And then, of course, the members page goes to the page on Xango University. And I'm just going to show you what's there real quick, because if you're just now getting tuned into this, you want to get caught up as quickly as you can, because this is a speed product. And so here we have the same video that's on the front page of the site, how to order it. And again, these are previous videos under previous brands. When you look and see the product, it's not going to be the pretty pink one. It'll be a blue one because it was under a different brand before. And that's what's exciting about this. This isn't a brand new product just formulated that we hope works. This is a product that has been marketed, that was the #1 seller at HSN for 9 years, that millions of people have purchased, and that is now clean, green, and mangosteen. This is a product that works. And so this will teach you, this one how to do a face demo, this one will teach you how to do a hand demo, and then as you go through and look at all the Voice of Xango trainings and the Super Saturday trainings that we've done so far, and the Maximize Monday trainings, all of those, if you missed any of them, the links to all the different documents, just there you go. It's all on that page on the members only. If you are a member of Xango University, you have your own A Gift From Us marketing site. And that, of course, is now been all completely updated. And all you have to do, if you want to just share the 2-Minute Miracle, go to the products, go to the 2-Minute Miracle page. And then once you pull that up, it's just that page, and you can share it on Facebook. You can share it on, you can click on the little red plus and share it through all of these different networks. Load more, and it's every social media network in the world. So you can share with anybody. Very simply, easy. It'll go right directly to you because this is linked to you. When you have your own A Gift From Us site, it has your name, your email, and all the social media links are linked back directly to you. XangoPower3.com. If you are new, you want to go through the 8 steps, define your why, set your goals, make your list, sample and invite. And so we're going to follow these steps. The distributor kit is there with all the information, training, compensation plan, founders, the story, everything that you ever want to know about Xango is all in the distributor kit. The trainings will give you training videos on the different products that we have. So we're going to go there. We're going to go to Xango.com. And here, if you go to the latest, you'll always see the latest, and these are the links that I showed you before. And you click on it, it'll tell you all about that from Xango Corporate. The events, if you go to the events, you're going to see the Leadership Summit. The Leadership Summit in Las Vegas, we're going to click on that, all about it, who's going to be there. We have Gordon Morton, we have Shelly Maguire, we have Joe Morton, and we are going to teach you how to build a successful Xango business with this 2-Minute Miracle product. These are the pricings. You can get tickets for just $39. But if you get the VIP for $109, you are going to have dinner Thursday night with the founders as well as with Shelly. And you're also going to get some extra time, extra Q&A sessions, etc. So you want to get to that event. Folks, I can't say it enough. You want to get to Las Vegas. XangoEris.com. This is where we have the 2-Minute Miracle Gel as well as the other Eris products. So that's been updated with that. The Xango Facebook page, facebook.com/XangoJuice, and I've got all these little messages up here. Oops, there we go. And so here is the live feed. So if you haven't seen this, it's live streaming on Facebook now, and this was the Thursday night call that we have, and if you go through there, you'll find some of the other events that have been done. The other Facebook page to be plugged into is facebook.com/Xango University, and if you look in the notes, this is where we put the recordings to the Maximize Monday calls as well as the Super Saturdays. So you will just go to this note, click on it, and the link for today will be here by this weekend, either by today or tomorrow, depends on how long it takes. But there's all the other links to all the other events. So that is everything that you need to know to be completely plugged in. And now let's go into some Q&A. Shelly, up to that?
I'm ready for that. I'd love to answer any questions anyone has.
Awesome. Okay, so the number one thing I've got in here, lots of people, but you kind of addressed that, and I noticed that some of these questions were actually in the chat box too, so you probably caught that. We're answering them as they came in. So again, the question is, and I've experienced this myself, so sometimes it doesn't exfoliate. Is it because there's not enough or you've used too much? If you're waiting the time, if you're doing that part of it, is it because you put it on too thick or because you rubbed it in too long? Or let's go through that again to help us know the very best way to do it and get the results we're looking for.
Right, and you know, don't panic if it happens to you because it does work every time. So the really two things that we find, it can be one of three things. One is if somebody has a waterproof makeup on, then that sometimes can block it from breaking it down. But that's not going to usually be the two things. Usually we'll find that if you apply too little of the gel, and that's why I like to say a fat nickel on your right cheek, fat nickel on your left cheek, same fat nickel on your forehead and chin, a little bit more. That's a good gauge of how much gel. When you spread it out, whether it's your hand or your face, touch it a few times and it should feel very tacky, like a jelly. So if you barely feel it at that point, you have not used enough. The other thing is because it's called the 2-minute miracle gel, some people put it on and leave it on 2 minutes. Now if you don't do the test rub, which helps to activate and helps you to know when it's ready, you'll find that some of the active ingredients will go ahead and go into your skin. Now you'll still get great benefits because it's hydrating and it's doing all of its anti-aging, but you'll miss out on the exfoliation. And that is why I talk about the test rub being so key. Apply it, 45 to 60 seconds later, take a few fingers and rub it in different spots, and as you rub it, see if it is getting runny. But if it's not, stop rubbing. Wait about another 30 seconds, 45 seconds, go back and rub again, and usually by that second time, around the edges first, you'll say, oh yeah, now I feel it's getting runny. So if you apply too little product and leave it on too long without rubbing, those are generally the reasons why people don't get the amount of exfoliation.
Awesome, thank you. Questions about samples of the 2-minute miracle. I understand that our samples will be there available for purchase in Las Vegas. But folks, sometimes things sell out at events and you might not get them for a while after. So it doesn't mean that day, if you're not in Vegas, it doesn't mean that day you're going to be able to order them from Xango and have them shipped to you. But probably within a few weeks afterwards, I would assume. So do you know any more about the samples?
No, and you're right. You know, and we're excited about it, but sales are going swifter than as planned, which is great and exciting. So we are creating the products and the samples as fast as we can. So they will be offered at Vista, and they will be an ongoing offer that will have little sample sachets, which are going to be great. Now, I know a lot of people are making their own samples. I've seen them out of the little clear jars. And until the sachets are available, that's okay to do. Once sachets are available, I highly recommend them. The little jars that are usually purchased, and we went through learning this the hard way, are not airtight, and air affects the way that the 2-minute miracle gel performs and the way it affects its stability. And you may find if you create a lot of these little sample jars and they sit for a while or they ship through inclement weather as we go into winter, they may turn to a little bit liquid or cloudy. And you want everyone to have the best experience possible. So the sachets are going to be a wonderful addition to the times where you can't make it, you know, to be able to get somebody a full jar.
I agree, and thank you for bringing that up about the airtight. So I bought a bunch of the little containers from Amazon. They're pink. They're pretty. And what I do is I carry a bag full of them with me and a jar. And when I want to give a sample, I open the jar, scoop out the sample, put it in their container, and hand it to them. So I'm not making a bunch of containers up ahead of time that might be days or a week before somebody actually gets it and takes it home. I'm actually making it up right then for them to use that night so that's not in that container for more than a few hours. But yes, the sachets. So I am one of those who went on to, you can go to eBay and stuff and find old product, and I bought the sachets from a previous company, and they work fantastic, and I just can't wait to get our version of those samples because they're wonderful to carry with you, and I've been using them. I've just been telling people, you know what, this product's been out there for a long time, and it's worked, and it's great, and it's wonderful, but now we've got a clean green and mangosteen, but this is a sample of the previous version of the product, but it still works the same. It doesn't have the mangosteen. It's not going to give us the long-term benefits, but it's still the same amazing short-term instant result product. So I love the samples.
Right, and and I always tell everybody, we've done it through the years, when I give a sample, when possible, I always like to exchange it for something, an email or a phone number. And because what I really always make sure to instruct is when you give someone a sample and they're going to try it, avoid calling or writing and saying, what did you think? Because you'll never know if they, just like you talked about, Colli, it didn't work for you one of the times, right? So you need to ask the key question. Anytime you give a sample or you tell someone to use it, the question I always ask is, did you see the accumulation of the product and the dead skin on your face? That will tell you if they used it right. Because if you just say, well, what did you think or did you like it, you will never know if they got the desired experience out of it, and you want them to. So whenever I give a sample, I always get some kind of contact info so I can make sure it was used and that they got the wow factor out of it.
Always the contact info, absolutely. You never give out anything without the contact info, and I love that. I've usually responded, it's always with a question, what did you like the best? But I love that, did you notice the exfoliation factor? That's great. Awesome. Okay, here's a question. This is from a man who says, since it helps with the exfoliation, getting rid of dead skin, will it help with athlete's foot?
Oh, yes, that's a good one. And, I honestly, anytime someone asks me a skin condition, I say yes. And that's because we've seen it over the years. And I got to go back to the key ingredients that we have, the aloe, the antarcticine, the blue-green algae, and now the mangosteen polymeric. Each of those ingredients put together synergistically regenerate skin. They rejuvenate and revive. They turn bad cells off and exfoliate them and bring healthy new cells to the surface. That's the whole idea of it, to keep that mechanical exfoliation going. And what you're not doing is drying it out. Part of the problem with the athlete's foot is, that it changes the pH of your skin, and so it creates a drying effect too, and that itching and all of that. So this is going to remove that dead skin and allow the skin to start turning over. Even let's say you're using a product for athlete's foot or any other condition, by removing the dead skin, you're also going to get better treatment of anything else that you're using to help.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so here's a question. Someone said, I've been washing it off with warm water. I thought I was supposed to wash it all up, but it sounded like in our call that we were not supposed to remove it all completely. So can you just clarify that?
Well, what I do is I rinse it so that you feel that you'll feel it as you rinse. It's slippery. So once you feel that you've rinsed off the dead skin and you feel that slippery, real slippery gel is gone, then go ahead. That means you've rinsed. But the main thing is I just like to pat dry. I don't like to take my towel and wipe hard because there are so many great ingredients that are in that. So, just pat dry. You don't want to leave any stickiness or any gel on the surface or any dead skin. But I think more so is just, rinse until it doesn't feel that gooey, slimy, slippery, yummy part, and then pat dry.
Great. And also what's really important for everybody is that if you are going to put something else on your skin after, like a moisturizer or something else, make sure it is a clean green product. And, of course, there's nothing better than the Heiress lotion to put on afterwards, or something like that, but not we don't want to put the chemicals on. That's why I don't use the moist towelettes either. It's just, let's not put chemicals on our fresh, clean face.
Exactly.
Okay, some questions probably neither one of us know about how many samples are going to be in a package and how much is it going to cost and PV and all that. I don't think you have the specifics on the samples other than they're going to come in those little single-serving pouches. Do you know any more about the samples?
No, I know they will be launching them in packs, but I think that's all going to be revealed at the Vista. So I don't think that it's definite, but I know they already have the plan, but it will be in multi-packs.
Great. On a question on the face, should we avoid the eye area? The demo videos show people doing that, but at home when you're cleansing, would we put it over the eyelids and under the lower lashes, but not to remove eye makeup?
Well,
okay, I don't know that part.
It's gentle enough. So what I do is, first of all, it's important to note that anything that you put on that bony, if you touch right now, you can feel that orbital bone, that's that bony area below the eye, right before you get under the eyelash. Anything you put there, whether it's our 2-Minute Miracle Gel or a cream or anything, everything migrates upward towards the eye because that's just the way of your blood flow and heat. So, I would not take any product any further up than that bony area below the eye, out to the corners where the crow's feet are. Many people go with the exfoliation right on the lid, but you don't want to tug at that really gentle skin. So very, very gently. What I do is after I exfoliate my whole face, I go to the gym and then I come home and I exfoliate. Then I get in the shower and then I go ahead and use the 2-Minute Miracle as it's wet now, and I go over my eyes and I do rub my eyes, take off any mascara and all that. So it will help to remove the eyes. It will help to remove the makeup. You just don't want to tug at any of the delicate skin. So very, very gently.
Wonderful. Thank you. There's a question about, is there a plan to create an Eris moisturizer? I don't know if you can. I mean, there's the Eris eye lotion, which I think is wonderful, and that's what I use after. But you know what, Shelly, you've developed many products before, and I don't know if you're even at liberty to say, but are there any other products in store for the future?
Yes, there are, and we are working on new launches and new things that will be coming up. I love how Xango is very supportive of expanding brand extension. So we want to keep skincare simple, but we do know that there's some key elements of what we want to be able to offer you. So I will say right now, just stay tuned because this isn't all we're going to see. So a lot of exciting things coming, a lot of exciting things.
Very exciting. Thank you, Shelly, for sharing that with us.
Sure.
Okay, last question. I see this question in the chat. So if anybody else put questions in the chat, I haven't scrolled through them all, but I see Aria asking, how many times a day can we use the product? And, of course, can we use as many times as you want, right? But should we use? So tell us what your daily regime recommendations are.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using it twice a day. I for sure recommend once a day. And I recommend the morning because you look so good and vibrant right away. Your makeup stays on longer. For men, women, it doesn't matter. You'll all have a glow, softer, smoother, just greater looking skin. So for sure once a day. I will tell you many of our customers use it twice a day because we've actually coined this the Smart Exfoliator because unlike other products, it will only remove the skin that should be exfoliated. So it doesn't touch any intact, healthy skin. So if your skin feels good and you want to use it twice a day, then there's nothing that's going to damage it. I think we might have had Colli drop off. Let me see if I see any more questions that are in the chat. I want to get to all of them, but let me look real quickly here.
Sorry about that, folks. I dropped off.
That's okay. I was looking to see if there's any more questions.
I think we're done. So I think we were just about through all the questions that I see. There's a couple of other questions I'll just take you through real quickly is if you have any issues with Xango University and a gift from us, please email xangouniversity@gmail.com, and we'll take care of those next week. There's some people that had a gift from us site that are having issues accessing it now. Maybe you haven't accessed it in a while. You need to have your password, username logged, or reset, whatever. So just email xangouniversity@gmail.com, and we'll handle all of those requests and issues. And the recordings again. So the recordings will be on Facebook. So let's go back here. Facebook.com/Xango University. The Super Saturdays are here. Also, when you go to the 2minutemiracle.com and you go to the members section, which takes you to xuworldwide.com/2mm, all the trainings are here. So today's training will also be here under the Voice of Xango, the XU Super Saturday training webinar. So it will be in this section right here, and you will have today's training there along with all the other trainings we've done, which, by the way, we've had some wonderful ones. So Sandy Cohen has done a training with some Xango leaders on tips to share the gel. Her and I did one as well with tips. Shelly and I did another one the very first week in September when this first came out. There's an opportunity presentation with some other Q&A. One I did with Brad Alcazan. This was before it even launched, when Brad was talking to us about how to pre-market and pre-launch and then how to launch. There's a lot of great stuff there, folks, so you'll be able to get today's training there, as well as it will be posted on the Xango University page itself on the home page. So you'll see it there as well, and then you'll be able to get it out. Today's video will be edited, and it will be taken down to the first portion of it, the opportunity portion, so that you can share that. It'll be a two-part, so it'll be a single part in the training for the Super Saturday, but then we're also going to, we have a YouTube channel, Xango University, so it's youtube.com/Xango University. We will have it in a two-part, so you can send out the first part for the opportunity, and then those that are interested in the training and the Q&A can get the second part of that video. So I think that is it, Shelly. I would just love for you to share whatever you'd like to share, any final thoughts or comments, and close us up for the day.
I don't know which one of us dropped off, Shelly. It could have been you or it could have been me. I don't know if anyone can hear me right now. But I think we are done. All right, awesome. I don't know where we dropped off, but I think we were done for the day. But I was asking Shelly if she had any final thoughts or comments that she'd like to share with us before we close up for the day, but I think we were done. Shelly, if you're still there and there's anything final you'd like to share with us, we'd love to hear.
Oh, Colli, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, I was on mute.
Oh, no wonder.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. All right. It's okay, because that's what video editing is all about. We'll edit out that silence, and we would still love to hear you share some final thoughts with us and close us up for the day.
I will do that, and I just wanted to make mention that I think it's really important. I know many of the people probably that will be listening are already with Xango, and some people will be experiencing this opportunity for the first time. And when we were looking for where we were going to be able to make our permanent and final home with our 2-Minute Miracle Gel, we met with the founders of Xango, and although we had already scheduled months of meetings with other companies throughout the world, as soon as we walked out of that Xango office, I turned to Frankie, my husband and business partner, and said, that's it for me. You'll be hard-pressed for me to like anyone and feel anyone the way I felt about Xango. They touched my heart the minute we met them because they care about their distributors and they care about their people. And that is something that is reflected throughout the whole culture of the company. And it's something that we feel honored now to be a part of that. It's a big responsibility and something that we take to heart, and just excited to support everyone in the future. And we will be there with you and we'll be there for you. And thank you for letting us into your lives. And we're just excited for the future together. So it's going to be a wonderful experience and exciting to build history together. And thank you, Colli, for letting me join you today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shelly. Thank you, everyone. Let's go out and spread the word, the 2-minute miracle. It works 100% of the time for 100% of the people, and it is go time at Xango. See you in Vegas. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.